Hi and welcome to this live currency strength indicator video. My name is John. I'll be taking you through the charts this Tuesday, the 1st of November. So you can see in front of us we have two live currency strength indicator tables. We have the trend traders table and the day traders table. These are the same studies but just highlighting different time frames. So the trend traders is our higher time frame and the day traders is our lower time frame. You can see here some of the currencies are highlighted in green. The currencies highlighted in green show a confluence between the two trading time frames. You can see here that euro appears twice but is not highlighted in green. That's because it is on the strength side of the trend traders, so the higher time frames it is stronger and on the lower time frames it is weaker. So the tables also update every 15 minutes 24/7, so wherever you are on the planet you can access these at any time and it will give you a current update. So what are the live currency strength indicator tables showing us today? Well, they're showing us that the New Zealand dollar tops the charts on both being the strongest currency. On the trend traders that's then followed by the pound, which is then followed by the euro. On the day traders it is the Australian dollar that it's followed by, and the Canadian dollar at S3. The yen is the weakest currency on the trend traders. It appears on the day traders but at W3, followed by the US dollar, which is W2 on both tables. And then we have on the trend traders the Swiss franc is the weakest currency, or the third weakest currency. And then you've got on the day traders the euro, which is the first weakest currency. In the videos we're going to be focusing on the highlighted currencies. So we're going to take a look at Kiwi yen and Kiwi dollar today, and then we're going to focus our attention on where those trends are. So if we go and jump into Kiwi yen first, we'll try and get a bigger picture narrative before we move on to some ideas. Well, I've got this red line here. This red line represents the last time the currency pair featured on the currency strength tables, and you can see that was the 24th of October. So if I was to take the close and go to the high of the recent move, you know, price has moved over 200 pips in the direction that the tables were suggesting price was going to go. So we have that impulsive phase through there. So if you were, or if you did have access to the live currency strength indicator tables, then you would have been able to look for a move on Kiwi yen that would have given you a 200 pip move in there. Now, if we go up to the monthly time frame, let's take a look at the bigger picture. The monthly is going to be pretty important in this move because price is working its way within this bullish channel that you can see here. So you can see that we have the anchor point down through here. We have our formation point and we have our first test on the monthly chart. Usually what we'll see then is price come up to the upper edge of the channel. You can see the channel is then driven by the first high, and you can see how price reacts to these areas here where you get all these nice reactions. So price working within this bullish channel now, and this was actually an area around about the 80.76 where we talked about looking for opportunities for buyers to come back into the market on a previous video. Now buyers have come back in, and it's confirmed on the live currency strength indicator tables that price could still be pushing to the upside. We could expect it to move up to the upper end of the channel. Now the only thing in the way for us really is, you can see there's a longer term trend line running through here which formed back in 2007 at the highs, and prices then found a initial area of retest, and then that could also be an area as well. So really speaking, we've got an area between sort of the 90 handle, I'd say, up to the sort of 93 handle where price could find some support and resistance. Now if we go down into the lower time frame on the weekly, we can see how price has reacted down in this area, which was around about the 81 handle where price found that support. Now there are a couple of other resistances in the way. You can see that we have a highlighted level here around about the 86.50 where price is currently trading, at the moment, and we also have previous structure highs, which is the 87.50 handle. And if I go down to the daily time frame, that is our sort of next area of resistance. So if we're going to see price trade up to the upper ends of the channel there, what I would expect is for price to continue to make higher lows until we reach that area of resistance. So, you know, we may find a little bit of resistance at 87.50, but then price may trade through it, retest it on the other side, and then continue to push even higher. So 87.50 is the initial sort of targets for any kind of bullish move, and at the moment we are technically in a bullish impulsive phase. If I was to go to a lower time frame, the 4-hour time frame for instance, or even lower, we could even try and look at the hourly time frame, because within that upward move or that impulsive move on the daily, we should see price making higher lows, which is exactly what we've got here on Kiwi Yen at the moment. We can also see that if I just zoom in and just open this up a little bit, that price is currently trying to trade back towards these previous highs here, which is around about the 86.50 handle, where you can see price has dropped into this area numerous times recently and has found some kind of resistance and support. So we may see price try and bounce from this 86.50 handle for a move up to that recently formed area, which was around about that 87.50 area at that point. So if price then trades through 87.50, we've got the idea that price could potentially move even further to the upside at that point. You know, it's all pointing positive here for Kiwi, and we're breaking above, or we're trading above the 200 MA as well. So there's a good opportunity here to see price move higher, especially if you look at the narrative on the monthly chart. If we head back to the live currency strength indicator tables, we can see that the New Zealand US dollar is also highlighted here. So what we're going to do now is just head over to Kiwi US dollar, and we can see how that market is shaping up as well. So you can see again, I've just dropped this red vertical line on here. That shows us when the New Zealand dollar came back onto the chart, onto the table, sorry, for a potential opportunity. So on this day here, it told us that we should be looking at New Zealand US dollar long opportunities, and we can see that price has consolidated recently on this daily chart, and it looks now that we are getting that impulsive move. So if you were looking for opportunities on that breakout, you'd only be about 40 pips up, but there could be a move for 300 pips available to us if price does move in the anticipated direction. So let's go take a look at our higher time frame. Why are we looking for the New Zealand US dollar long now, apart from the live currency strength indicator table showing us that we should be looking for the long? Well, we looked at this trend line from the past, and we were looking around the 0.5550 handle as an area of support. If I actually go down to the weekly, you can see the 0.55 area in there, and 0.5550 just slightly above, which is also a nice area to look at. So we were talking about this area acting as support for price, and that's now confirmed, because what we do have down through here is this long-term trend line where price bounced from, and has a really successful move forming here at the moment. So we've bounced around about 300 pips from that trend line bounce. So what we have down here is our anchor, our formation, our T1 test, and this is our T2 test now, which has seen price started to push away. Not only that, if I just go down to the weekly time frame, we can see that price is trading within a couple of bearish channels here. So we have this initial bearish channel here, and then price accelerated to the downside. So we've had another sort of bearish channel develop after we, and seeing price make a more steeper move to the downside. So what we're anticipating is price staying within this bear channel, but looking for upside potentials to the channel highs or even previous structure points. So looking at this point of view here, we have lots of support down here at the 0.55 handle. That's no surprise then that we are seeing a little bit of a move to the upside here. Now if I just drop down to the daily time frame as well, you can see that we've broken through a trend line resistance as well. Price traded through that level, so this resistance level did not hold and price has continued to push to the upside. If we just highlight here as well that 0.6 handle, which is around about this area down through here, it might actually be this sort of lows through there. 0.6 handle, yeah, just through this zone here. That could be an area where price wants to retest. We could expand the zone as well to feature in this previous low as well, which also then adds confluence to the bearish channel that we can see. So anywhere between the 0.6 handle and the 0.61 could be an area where price wants to go and retest through there. So if we actually drop down even lower, what could we look for? Because if price is going to move into this daily impulsive phase, then we should see a continuation of higher lows. And what we had recently is price broke out of this resistance. Price has come back with retested structure highs, which is the 0.5790 handle, where price has come and retested what was resistance as support. We're now seeing that impulsive phase come in. So price is at the moment breaking out of highs, so breakout traders may want to look for an opportunity here to trade to the upside here, first target being that 0.6 handle. Alternatively, you want to look for price to make another higher low, so price may want to come back, retest down through here. We could even potentially spot another trend line move through here. So I'm just having a little look. So we could argue that there's one here. However, price has stumbled through it a couple of times, but it has come back within. So we could argue that this is a nice trend line support through there, because we have our anchor formation and then we have our T1, T2, T3 tests. So maybe if price comes back down, retests, find support down through here, back at previous highs as well, that could add a confluence to a further or an alternative move instead of looking for the breakout opportunity through here. I'm gonna leave it there. Thank you for watching this video. If you are interested in the live currency strength indicator tables and are interested how the currency strength and weaknesses can help you identify clear setups in the market, then please head over to charlesclifton.co.uk. You can see we have a trial period for £1 to see if the services are for you. Thanks for watching, and I look forward to speaking to you soon.